Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Simon.
And I am a rail enthusiast who loves going up and down the country, riding on the trains, filming and taking photos of them as well. These videos of my railway journeys can differ sometimes, as they can go to plan or will go bad.
Welcome to Simon Trains Railway Journeys. Hello everyone, and I'm in the hotel at Romford. We're just about to leave shortly because I'm actually so I just want to check. Oh yeah, I've got plenty of footage to use up. I just wanted to... oh, I've lost what I was going to say now. No, that's it. Today we're actually going to be doing the Chiltern Parliamentary service. But I'm going to leave shortly because I want to try and travel during the peak to Highbury and Islington to get there before 9:30. And at 9:30 I can use a travel card from Highbury and Islington to try and get to Marylebone in time for the 10:40 or 10:16 service to South Ruislip. So I can meet John at Marylebone. Now if not, I have to meet him at South Ruislip to do this. After the Chiltern Parliamentary service, we are travelling down the Great Western Main Line to Paddington from West Ealing. Not going to focus like I did last time with the parliamentary service. Should be across rail 345 because it starts at Hayes and Harlington. And when I did it last time in January, well actually last month, it was a 345 that arrived. Then after Paddington, me and John Simpson will split. He's going back to Heathrow because he's got to get a flight back to New York, and I do hope he gets there safely. While I got an afternoon planned with nothing planned, believe it or not, because I don't know what I'm actually doing this afternoon. I want to do the Goblin line, but apparently there's a power supply problem at Barking this morning, so that may not happen. I may just say, you know what, I might treat myself to the New Zealand Covent Gardens. I might just do that. I don't know yet, to be honest, but there's a few things I want to do today, but it's actually doing them. It may happen, it may not. So I'm not going to say, I'm going to do this, and then it's completely something different. So at the moment, there's no plan at all after midday. So after that, I'm just going to make it up as I go along and see what we can do. So I'm going to get ready now because I want to get to Romford early so I can get this train to Stratford. And then there's actually trains running at Romford today, so there's no replacement bus. And I want to see them get to Highbury and Islington before 9:20, so then I can use my travel card to get from Highbury and Islington all the way to Marylebone. We're now at Highbury and Islington station. Now what I've done is I've actually travelled during the morning peak to here, because it should cost me £2.80 contactless. So I can use the travel card here at 9:30 to get to Marylebone, which I can do before 10 o'clock. So I'm going to wait till 9:30 for a few minutes, and then I'm going to use the travel card to get to Marylebone. At Marylebone's tube station. We're going up to a sub-service now because we want to see if my thing from Romford to Highbury and Islington worked. And if it did, then I would have travelled at peak time in the morning for £2.80 contactless. But even though it does say £5.10, I think that's if you go to zone 1. But we are here now. It is like 09:50, so my plan has worked to get here early so I can make the 10. There's a train about 10:15 to South Ruislip. So I'm going up there now, meet John, and see if we can get to breakfast before that train. We're now travelling on the former Great Central Main Line to, well, this used to go through like Loughborough to Manchester, but we are following the Metropolitan line now. This is the line is now used for trains to Birmingham Snow Hill and Moor Street. We should get to Banbury on it, but we are getting off as it's far as South Ruislip. I've got my coffee with me because I haven't had a coffee this morning. Excuse me a sec. I know it's not ideal to drink coffee while blogging, but it's me. We have bumped into him over here, John Simpson.
It's less bumped into, more that we planned this. So.
Yeah, we did plan this, to be honest.
And so the rest of my day is this, then what Simon will talk about next, then a Heathrow Express to Terminals 2 and 3, and then back to New York. So
yeah, unfortunately this is his last day today.
Yep. So what are we doing next, Simon?
That's a good question. Well, I actually have mentioned it earlier, but like I said, we're heading to South Ruislip because we're doing the Chiltern Parliamentary service again. I did this in January because it's one of the things that I wanted to do first while I was in London. But my friend John hasn't done it. Well, have you done the Paddington one?
No, the last time I was here, it was going out, it was a High Wycombe train from Paddington. So I had just gotten into Paddington. I was not feeling great, and it was, of course, no, it's not taking oysters, so it's not in the travel card zone. Yeah, so because I can't exactly do it.
It's a faster High Wycombe.
Yeah.
Paddington High Wycombe only.
And now it's South Ruislip to West Ealing.
Or was it?
And no, back then I think it was South Ruislip
West Ealing
to Paddington, and then fast to High Wycombe. Now it's South Ruislip, fast to West Ealing, and then once it leaves West Ealing, it's fast to High Wycombe.
Just go through Beeston.
I also haven't done the Greenford branch at all. Shit.
Oh yeah, do you guys? Ah, that must be at Easton too. I don't know where that goes. It was 787 anyway. But
hey, one of your favorites.
The track machine, real. Anyway, so we are going to South Ruislip to do the Parliamentary service again, but we're only going to West Ealing and then get here class 345 from West Ealing to Paddington, Bell John at Paddington, because he's going back to Heathrow. Like I said, he's going back to New York, and then I've got the whole afternoon to myself, which I'm not sure what I'm doing for the afternoon yet still. So it is a make up as to go long day, because I don't have a sheet on me saying, oh, I'm going here, here, here. But we know half the time if I do have a sheet of paper, it just goes wrong anyway. So, but the next thing will be us getting off at South Ruislip. We're now at South Ruislip Station. Now the Chiltern Parliamentary service, empty stock, is actually running 18 minutes late. So it gets here for 10:58. Forward turnaround, it should leave at 11:02. Might leave a little bit later, like a minute or two, but see how that goes. I've checked the train times here because I never did this last time I was here. And there is, on the board here, West Ealing. There is a fast train coming through as well. Just go there. But yeah, let me check the board last time because it actually came in at 10:40. I just jumped on it. So we are waiting, like I said, for the Chiltern Parliamentary service. It is running a bit late, but it doesn't matter because it's got 4 minutes turnaround here and then it goes out at 11:02. Also, what I forgot to mention is I did have a look at contactless on my thing, and it did say that my journey from Romford to Highbury and Islington is £2.80. I only thought of this morning because I thought of a Jeff Marshall video when he did a Zone 6 for £1.50, thinking if I get to Highbury and Islington for cheaper and then use the trail cut at 9:30 there, bingo, and that what exactly happened. So thank you, Jeff, for doing that Zone 6 to Zone 6 video. We're now on the Chiltern Parliamentary service. We are waiting for Toby Connor because he is due here in the next few seconds. You might have to leg it to get here though because we leave in 2 minutes. There's no Central Line train yet. I can't see one coming in. So we might be leaving without Toby Connor. It's not laughable, I'm afraid, but unfortunately that's why I did not chance going on the Central Line this morning. I used the peak time train to get to Highbury and Islington because the underground train would have got me here for 10:56. I don't see the tube train anywhere and it is 11 o'clock. So we might be leaving Toby Connor behind for South Ruislip. Toby! Ah! He's gonna miss it!
He's missed it.
Yeah, it's locked. No! Oh, poor Toby. Ah. Sorry, Toby. Is that right, John?
He was at the front of the central line train.
I actually filmed it while the camera was running past.
Yeah. He was on the, I saw him get off. He was at the front of the central line train and he needed to be at the back to have any chance of making this train. Oh.
Sadly, that's how the railways work. They don't wait for people, I'm afraid.
And that's why you always have to make sure you leave extra time.
I don't know what he's going to do now.
He said he's going to meet us at Paddington, so...
Yeah. Sorry, Toby. We're now at West Ealing Station, and do you want to give us the bad news?
Well, we were hoping to get the 345 back to Paddington, but that's been cancelled. So
Yeah.
we're getting the following train off of Heathrow. I guess that'll be a 360 back to Paddington. So at least I'm still making my Heathrow Express out to Heathrow. I'm not risking missing my flight. So
Yeah. like we mentioned, they cancelled the train at West Ealing. I don't know what happened, but we're waiting.
Fast 387.
It's just a fast 387. So unfortunately we're stuck here till 11:44, then get a train to Paddington that way. Like I said, it's roughly, I didn't make a plan today, so it's kind of alright. But yeah, I still haven't decided what I'm doing yet. But I know there's a 387 going to be rushing past in a second, anytime now. And when we get to Paddington, we might meet up with Toby Connor, might ask about his experience missing the parliamentary service, and see what we do from there, because I still haven't figured out a plan yet. London Paddington, and unfortunately it's goodbye to my friend here. John, he's going back now.
It's been good. My train leaves in about 9 minutes, so it's about time. Simon,
all the best.
It's all the best. It's been good seeing you.
I'll see you around another time.
Right?
Bye.
I guess I'll let you know when I get back to New York.
Bye. I'll see you, John. Take care. And I'll figure out what I'm going to do now.
We're now at Covent Gardens. Now, the reason I'm here because we're actually going to London Transport Museum. I want to have a look in there again. Last time I was in there was 2013. Unfortunately though, I wanted to do the Goblin Line, but that's still having problems on there with power supplies at Barking Station. So yeah, I just see it straight ahead now. So I'm going to have a look around there and then decide what I'm going to do after that. Might hit an old London Overground station. Don't know yet. Inside the 1938 tube stock at the London Transport Museum. As you can hear outside, there is loads of school parties here. Didn't think that one through to come here now, did I? But I thought, well, might as well. Anyway, we're going to have a look for a few more exhibits around and then head somewhere else. Now just left the London Transport Museum and now I'm going to try and head back to go back to Covent Garden Tube Station and I'll see what I can do from there, but I'll plan it before I jump back on the tube. I might go to, I think I might know where I want to go, but see how we go.
Bloody hell. That's a long gap. Sounds like a place there. A couple of years ago, back in 2017, I had this big massive station sign in a black bag that I took from Wilson Junction to Euston to Birmingham back to Ruislip. It was in November time. Well, that station sign I had said St James's Street on it, and ever since that I thought, well, I want to come to this station to do some filming here. So since I got a free day today doing nothing, I thought, well, I might as well come to St James's Street. So we're here now till just after 3 o'clock. Now I think the Goblin line is actually back up and running now. So I'm going to head to one stop to Walthamstow area and get on the Goblin that way, because it's a bit of a walk from Walthamstow to the Goblin station. Then after that, I don't know what I'm doing after that, but I might film at a Goblin station. I don't know which one yet. But we're here till 3 o'clock and then we're going to do that. I'm on this side because, as you noticed in the video as I got off the train, the sun was terrible in the ray. So come out the sun a little bit on this side to do some filming.
that behind me is Walthamstow Central Station. Now I think if I go this way, Walthamstow Queen's Road is down here. I've never tried this before, to be honest. So no, it just looks like an alleyway at the moment. But I'm sure Walthamstow Queen's Road's that way. Still nothing yet. We're now at Upper Holloway. I was at Walthamstow Queen's Road station, but I had no problems filming there. There was staff on the platform. They thought I was actually a passenger, so they wanted me to move up to the other end of the platform, but so I was here to do some photography and they were fine with it. So managed to do Walthamstow Queen's Road. I was going to pick another station, but thought, you know what, the sun's actually hidden a bit, I'll do there instead. So we're going to walk up to Archway station now because I want to do the Northern Line to Hyde Barnet. I've never been to Hyde Barnet before, so we're going to clear that line and then I'll see what I'll do from there. But it still make it up as I go along. The Goblin line did have power supply problems this morning at Barking. That's now been resolved. Most of the trains are running back to normal, apart from the one I got off from, because that is running about 5 minutes late. But it's nice to see a mixture on the Goblin line with diesel multiple units and electric multiple units. We now made it to Hyde Barnet station. This is the end of the Northern Line and one of the terminuses. I'm going back on probably that one now, back down to somewhere in central London or something like that. We'll have a look in a minute.
Please mind the door. The next station is Tutteridge and Webster. This is the Northern Line train via Bank, terminating at Morden.
So I want to go to the southbound this way. Southbound like Kelly Town. Because I want to look back. I can't make a mind up which way I'm going. No, it says southbound that way. Oh, it does say southbound. North confused me. I thought that was northbound. So we found the southbound line, so I want to get to Mornington Crescent and film there. I've just missed the tube train now. Maybe not. Platform 3. So I got on the wrong bloody underground train and realised I got off quick. No, that's southbound platform 2 down there. Northern Line's platform 4, southbound is that way. So that's going by Bank Branch, and that is where I want to go. This way.
that way. I've never been to Camden Town before actually. Here we are, we're right. seriously, this is what I do sometimes when I'm back at Euston. Just sit on the platform. Literally, I am sitting on the platform. No bench, nothing. Just think, oh, well, it's a comfy floor actually. It's not cold because it has been 15 degrees today. Behind me here is 350, 370, which will take me back to Ruislip, which is 1U99. It is now 8:10. And I'm going to have something to eat now because I've got my Burger King right here. I'm literally actually going to sit on the floor and eat it, which I usually do sometimes. I don't mind. I know it's not ideal, but it's how I prefer it. The people are still faffing on the platform, wondering where this train will be announced, but it won't be announced till, excuse me, 1944 behind me leaves at 90 at this one. Because there's a 2023 on that side. They won't announce this train till that goes. Because they do that with the 2011 to Holyhead sometimes when it's on 18. I'm now sitting on the 2242 to Bakerloo Street, which is the train I catch through to town and walk back home from Booty Town. So let's summarise up the whole 3 days, not just today, the whole 3 days. So first off, the part 1, which was the Set on Carlisle trip behind the E625 line at Des Ross to Carlforth, and was supposed to be British Indian lines to Carlisle and then down Set on Carlisle. But unfortunately, the loco failed and it was Class 47, which took us all the way. But to be honest though, these things happen, out of everyone's control. They did try to fix it, but I'm happy I did it behind the 47 as well now, because it was a 47 needed to ride behind, so wasn't really a new situation, it was just a win-win still. But yeah, that was alright. Sunday we chased the 1938 tube stock, which was alright, even though it tried to run it early, but we managed to catch it in places we planned on the way, because we did have a plan originally to do at some stations. Then that plan just disappeared, and then we thought it's best to do it on the day just in case it ran early, which it did. But Rayners Lane and East Broadway were the only two that we were originally planning anyway. Even though some Chinese guy nearly ruined the shot of the departure for me. I don't know if it was Chinese or Japanese, but apart from that, everything ran smoothly. Now today, the third day, we travelled down from Romford during the morning peak to Stratford, and it was an interesting thing, but I would not recommend having your backpack on the back while you're there, because one commuter did say my bag was in his face. Fair enough, he did ask for an ID about it and I took it off my back. So then went over to Highbury and Islington from Romford. It cost £2.80 during the peak without touching Zone 1, which was brilliant, with a contactless card. So then I could use my travel card for the rest of the day. Because what I was worried that happened did happen to Toby Connor at South Ruislip. He missed the Chiltern Parliamentary service because there was minor delays on the Central line. Sorry, Toby. But honestly, it's quite laughable a bit, but then it's also a shed. Well, that's Ditto the dollars. Ditto the dollars more. The return working. Anyway, as I was rudely interrupted by that shed that went flying through, there was minor delays on the Central Line, which was one of the reasons that I decided to travel early. Because I actually, if I did that, I would have actually got in there for 10:56. So I would have missed that myself if I did that. I started at Romford at 9:30. So we did the Chiltern Parliamentary service. Then I went back to Paddington after 345 was cancelled, so we got a 360 instead. Then it was just making up as I go along after Paddington. So went to Covent Gardens because I wanted to go there for a while. Last time I was there was 2013 on the weekend of the Metropolitan 150 event. So did that, failed to realise that there was rounds full of school kids. Not all about the teenager ones, like the little kids. So that's what you hear in the background, a load of cheering and them enjoying themselves. Try to get shots of what I wanted without them in it, because it's not a good idea to have children in your shots. And yeah, so other than that, the trip to Covent Gardens went well. The Goblin was still buggered, so ended up doing St James's Street, sorry. Had an hour there, wanted to do that, so that was something I wanted to do for a while. Done. Then the Goblin was sorted itself out, so we went over to Walthamstow Queen's Road, which was a walk from Walthamstow Central. No problems. Went to Upper Holloway to walk to Archway, which was a 5-minute walk, to be honest. When you look on the map, it's thinking that can't be 5-10 minutes. So that was alright. Then I went to High Barnet to clear that line, which, in the words of Jeff, tick. Then I went to Mornington Crescent to do some filming there, and then finished off heading back to Euston, back here, done. Now I'll be honest, I don't know when the next blog will be, documentary, whatever you want to call it. It might just be Scotland. It might just be Scotland because I got 8 videos coming up starting with Scotland. But I'll explain all that when I do that, because it's a 4-day Scotland, a 2-day Severn Valley and a 2-day London. So there's 8 videos to do for that. Wonderful. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you enjoyed the other ones and ones that I mentioned that were coming up. So I'm going to leave you with my social media stuff now. You can subscribe to Simon Trains Rail Journeys on Facebook if you want to. Don't have to. Twitter and Instagram at Simon Trains. Thank you for watching. And the last few shots will be departing Ruislip Town Station.